Hi everyone, hope you're well. Welcome back to my kitchen. Thank you for all your support and encouragement and comments. I love them and they mean a lot to me. They're very much appreciated, so thank you. Today we're going to be making a dish that I love. We're going to be making ΚΟΤΟΠΟΥΛΟ Youvetsi. And ΚΟΤΟΠΟΥΛΟ Youvetsi is chicken with orzo pasta. And let's have a look at the ingredients. ΚΟΤΟΠΟΥΛΟ Youvetsi is very simple to make and it has also simple ingredients. Of course, one of the stars of the show of this dish is the chicken. So here I'm using I have the drumstick and a little bit of the thigh of the chicken. So I'm using two of them because I'm only cooking for 2 people. Then we will need half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1 bay leaf and a half here for allspice berries. If you cannot get allspice berries, ground allspice is absolutely perfect and it will work. A tablespoon of tomato puree, half a cup of white wine, 2 garlic cloves sliced, 1 quite large onion chopped, a tin of chopped tomatoes. I have here 3 tablespoons of olive oil, of Greek olive oil, but I have some more just in case. Pepper, salt, a liter of water, and the second star of the show is the Greek orzo pasta, which is absolutely delicious. And Greek orzo is a little bit smaller than the orzo that you can find in the supermarket. However, if you cannot get the Greek orzo pasta, just normal orzo from the supermarket will work just perfectly. I have a large pan over medium heat and I've just added my 3 tablespoons of olive oil into the pan because I want to brown my chicken on both sides. And the other thing that I've done is I'm preheating the oven at 180 degrees centigrade. Youvetsi is a dish in 2 stages. So we're gonna use the frying pan for a little while, but then what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a lovely oven-proof dish. I have this one and I had it for like a decade, so it's been going strong. And we're gonna finish the dish, we're gonna cook the dish in the oven. So make sure that you have an oven-proof dish next to you while you're cooking. Now, the oil is ready and I'm going to add, that's the sound you need to hear. I'm gonna add the chicken and cook it, brown it, on both sides. 5 to 8 minutes. 8 minutes have passed and my chicken is lovely and golden brown. So at this stage, we're not cooking the chicken, we're just coloring it, we're browning it, okay? I'm gonna take it out carefully because it's fitting, so be careful of that. I'm gonna take it out and put it straight into my oven-proof dish, okay? Next thing, on the same oil, just turn the heat a little bit down. I'm gonna add my onions. Okay, and the reason why we turn the heat down, low to medium, is to make sure that the onions soften without burning straight away. And the smell. We're gonna soften the onions for about 5 minutes before we throw in the garlic. So, just to recap, my chicken is browned and it's in the oven-proof dish. My onion has been sauteing for about 5 minutes in a low to medium heat, and I'm going to throw in my sliced 2 cloves of garlic. And I'm going to give them just a minute or so I can smell the garlic cooking, okay? Next thing, we're going to add our tomato puree. And, you know, as with all the dishes that we cook, it's nice to give the tomato puree a stir and to start cooking it because it has lots and lots of delicious flavor. Okay, that's good. Next thing, half a cup of wine. Deglaze the pan and let that alcohol cook off for a couple of minutes. The alcohol has evaporated. I'm going to switch the heat off and then I'm going to take this gorgeousness and just pour it all over the chicken. All this flavor, everything. Delicious, right? Okay, and that's beautiful. Next thing I'm going to do, I chop tomatoes Beautiful, everything. Bay leaf, the allspice berries and the cinnamon. Fantastic. And I have here a liter of water. I'm gonna slowly and carefully add it to my dish. And it might look like a lot of water, but you want the chicken to cook, and of course you're gonna be adding the orzo pasta, okay? So I'm gonna add it very carefully all over my dish, and again very carefully give it a stir, okay? So I'm not going to cover this. I'm just going to put it straight in my oven for about 40 minutes, and then I'm going to check it. It smells absolutely wonderful. This dish had about 50 minutes, so I've checked it at 40 minutes and then I left it in the oven for another 10 minutes, and it looks fantastic. The sauce has reduced a little bit and the onions look really soft and lovely. And now I'm going to add 250 grams of the Greek orzo pasta or orzo, just like this. I'm gonna give it a stir, lovely, and then I'm gonna stick it back in the oven for about 15 minutes until the sauce has thickened and the orzo is nice and lovely and soft. Everyone, it smells absolutely divine. You have to come and have a look at this. So I've just taken the dish out of the oven. Can you see it's still bubbling away? I've added salt all over and pepper, and I'm gonna give it a gentle stir. Can you see how divine this looks? Right? Beautiful. It smells amazing. Of course, I'm gonna let it now. I'm gonna taste it to make sure that it has enough salt and pepper, and then I'm going, because we're gonna be having this later, I've switched the oven off, but I'm gonna stick this back in the oven just to finish cooking, and just for the sauce to thicken a bit more with the residual heat of the oven. And then before we serve, we're going to remove the allspice berries and the bay leaf, and we're going to grate some lovely pecorino, or you can even, crumble some feta on top and enjoy it. So back in the oven is switched off, back in the oven for the sauce to thicken, and then we're going to serve it later and see what it tastes like. Now, the moment of truth, everyone. So the food has been in the oven, as I mentioned. The oven was switched off, so there is a residual heat, and it's still warm, but not, boiling. So we're going to give it a try, okay? So look at this. Lovely. And the orzo is beautifully, has soaked up all these lovely flavors. As I said, we discard the bay leaf and the allspice berries, okay? And what we need to do is, if you have some feta, you can sprinkle some feta on top if you like. I don't have feta because I made this panna coppita yesterday, so I used up all my feta, but I have some really lovely pecorino, and I love cheese, so I'm gonna grate some lovely pecorino on top, and we're gonna try. Very easy, this dish. Okay. I have to say all these things quickly so I can continue eating. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you here next time for some more Greek cooking. Take care of yourselves. Keep well. Bye-bye.